He sank no more than 2 or 3 inches. Good. The chimes sounded in his mind again. Time. He paused, calmed himself. The whole intricate clockwork of his existence was in danger. He'd killed once already, but that had been almost accidental. He'd had to improvise a suicide scene around the corpse. And it had almost worked. Had worked well enough to eliminate any chance that they might catch him. That experience changed him, gave him a taste of blood, a taste of real power. The Iceman tipped his head back like a dog testing for scent. The house was 100 feet farther along the lakeshore. He couldn't see it, except for the distant glow of the yard light. He was in a bowl of darkness. He pulled the corn knife free of the carry rack and started up the slope. The corn knife was a simple instrument, but perfect for an ambush on a snowy night, if the chance should present itself. In a storm, and especially at night, Claudia LaCourte's house seemed to slide out to the edge of the world. As the snow grew heavier, the lights across the frozen lake slowly faded and then, one by one, blinked out. At the same time, the forest pressed in. The pine and spruce tiptoed closer to bend over the house with an unbearable weight. The arborvitae would paw at the windows. The bare birch branches would scratch at the eaves. Altogether, they sounded like the maundering approach of something wicked, a beast with claws and fangs that rattled on the clabbered siding, searching for a grip. A beast that might pry the house apart. When she was home alone, or alone with Lisa, Claudia played her old Tammy Wynette albums, or listened to the television game shows. But the storm would always come through with a thump or a screech. Or a line would go down somewhere. The lights would stutter and go out, the music would stop, everybody would hold their breath, and the storm would be there, clawing. Candlelight made it worse. Hurricane lanterns didn't help much. For the kinds of wickedness created by the imagination during a nighttime blizzard, only modern science could fight. Satellite dish television, radio, compact discs, telephones, computer games. Power drills. Things that made machine noise. Things that banished the Dark Age claws that pried at the house. Claudia stood at the sink, rinsing coffee cups and stacking them to dry. Her image was reflected in the window over the sink as in a mirror, but darker in the eyes, darker in the lines that framed her face, like an old daguerreotype. From outside, she'd be a Madonna in a painting, the only sign of light and life in the blizzard, but she never thought of herself as a Madonna. She was a mom with a still shapely butt and hair done with a red rinse, an easy sense of humor, and a taste for beer. She could run a fishing boat and swing a softball bat, and once or twice a winter, with Lisa staying over at a friend's, she and Frank would drive into Grant and check into the Holiday Inn. The rooms had floor-to-ceiling mirrors on the closet doors next to the bed. She did like to sit on his hips and watch herself fuck, her head thrown back and her breasts a burning pink. Claudia scraped the last of the burnt crust from the cupcake tin, rinsed it and dumped it in the dish rack to air dry. A branch scraped against the window. She looked out, but without the chill. She was humming to herself, something old, something high school. Tonight, at least, she and Lisa weren't alone. Frank was here. In fact, he was on the stairs, coming up, and he was humming to himself. They did that frequently, the same things at the same time. He said, and she turned. His thinning black hair fell over his dark eyes. He looked like a cowboy, she thought, with his high cheekbones and the battered Tony Lamas poking out of his bootcut jeans.
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.